The whole internet thing, the whole photoshopped images, the whole touched, these things were touched. They never just picked up and then put there. All the images, it is to some extent that hello and welcome to a talk with Precious. So, in case you don't know, this channel is about you. It's about how you can become a better person to the society and to the world at large. Always stay tuned for inspirational day. I am Precious Archibald. So today we are gonna be talking about something that a whole lot of people base their lives on. So what is this beauty? Yeah. Guess what? The business of beauty is really thriving. And so we want to talk about what I call the business of beauty. Just check this out. Now, according to research, only 4% of women are identified as self-beautiful. What this means is all we see on the internet, the images we see, they aren't real life. They are manufactured. That's what it simply means. So, have you ever sit down to ask yourself who these are for? I bet they are for the beauty industry. They are made so you invest. Yes, you are willing to pay. You are willing to look beautiful. Yeah. They claim they are willing to help you look younger, look curvy, look forever 21, and oh boom, you bow down for the beauty Bible. You get a magazine, I want to look forever young, I want to look 21. When you were in your 30s, in your 40s, 80s, you want to look 21. Where does that happen? The business of beauty is actually draining a lot of people. Get you enticed, you hear something that you think actually motivates you. You hear your weight is -8. I'll help you fix it. Fix the flour. They say you eat the cake and you burn the fat. Yeah, and this make people look down on themselves. You're disabled, you have disabilities, and you think you cannot fit in. Now, this has affected a whole lot of young people that back then in high school, a pretty girl like Anastasia would always put up her hand to say she can answer any question. Why? Because she never wanted to draw attention to how she looked, because she thinks she couldn't make it. And where the so-called pretty ones who can't even meet up a standard, she feels intimidated. She said, no, I wish I am better off. We pay so much interest. We spend money to look beautiful than in education. The business of what we call beauty. A woman walked into the beauty shop. Oh, I want to look like the lady on the magazine. She spent money on the beauty Bibles. She went into the salon and got her hair made. The scalp was filled with chemical. She spent 5 hours in the salon just to look perfect. And then she came out. She was really beautiful. And after some times, the chemicals ate a slap and began a drop. She hated herself. She thought she could fix everything. I wish I know I would have allowed my beautiful self to be. She began to regret. She wanted to look perfect. She wanted to model for the world. She wanted the people to see how beautiful she looks outwardly. Why am I saying saying all this, feeling beautiful has the dangerous effect on women in the society at large. Because she feels she's not beautiful, she can't air out her opinion. She thinks she doesn't matter because she doesn't look outwardly beautiful. She thinks she wants to be like that woman on the social media, that man copying who wants to be like it. That's what we see as beauty. Have you really ever sit down to think about what the actual beauty is? No, I bet you have never. Most of us actually think that beauty means power. Now, most young people actually self-select themselves because they think they can't make it, they don't fit it. You're shy, you're putting up your hands to raise your opinion because you don't want to draw attention. Oh, I don't want people to see how awkward I look. I am not beautiful. I don't fit in. So let it go. Is that really the definition of beauty? Let me tell you something. A fashion company actually hired a young girl of 12 to model for them. They got her pretty dressed up. She was beautiful and she looked so attractive. After everything, the girl of 12 eventually turned 30. Like, how? How is that possible? Now, this is to tell you that what you see on the internet doesn't exist in the actual world. The person you see there, that person you're thriving to be like, that person you are comparing your actual reality to, doesn't exist. They are made up, they are manufactured to get you gripped, to get you into the business of beauty. This is the unrealistic standard of beauty we are always holding on to. How about you just reach the beauty gap? Don't rely on everything you see on the internet. Don't try to spend all your resources trying to look good. Because the unrealistic thing of beauty is different. I call that delusion. You would agree with me, what you see as beauty is extreme Photoshop. Models trying to get you believe that there's something like forever in your life, and then you rush, put in all you have, look down on yourself because you're disabled. You feel you're not beautiful because of some extreme photoshopped images. Let me tell you, those images do not exist in the actual world. They are manufactured images to make you feel that this is really happening. The things like this exist in reality. They are unrealistic. They do not exist in reality. Hear this. A 7-year-old celebrity was photographed for a magazine cover. After the tons of photo shoots and everything, she was meant to choose from the collections of photos. And then she looked at it and said, no, my legs looks old. Yeah, because it was going to be for a cover, they had to get a young looking girl, take the Photoshop of her leg and merge it. What they did is, the editor did, was to double the legs. The young lady's leg with the old woman's leg. Now this is called Frankenstein Photoshop. This is what people do. They try to use a different person's arm or leg or whatever to just double it to make it look like that person is perfect. And these are the things we kill ourselves into, running helter skelter, trying to fit in. This is tons of what is going on in photos, in videos, trying to scrape off the wrinkles, looking perfect. Those people, I bet you, do not exist. Yeah, I actually had a gist about one celebrity. So she said before she tends to post anything online, she really has to work on it. And that is what happens in reality. You see this very thin waist and then kind of get you. Those are made up. Those things do not exist. Take it or leave it. 90% of things you see do not exist. They are just to get our attention, to make us feel everything is perfect. And that is why you are there, comparing your reality to unrealistic way of life. The summary of this video is: don't define yourself by unrealistic things. Try to close the gap, the beauty gap. Love yourself for who you are. You are perfect. Look at the inward beauty you possess. Look at the things you can do. Don't try to kill yourself over what you can't change. You're beautiful the way you are. Just the whole internet thing, the whole Photoshop images, the whole touched. These things were touched. They never just picked up and then put there. All the images, it is to some extent that even some personal photos, real personal things, they've been touched. And so when you see that, you liken it to your real life, and you end up running helter skelter into the business of beauty. Love yourself for who you are. You're beautiful the way you are. You can't change anything. Whether you have one arm, you have one leg, you have one ear, honey, you are beautiful. Forget about the unrealistic things you see. Like this video that I'm making, you're saying what I want you to see. That is how reality is. What people want, what people think look presentable, that is what they put on the table. That is what they invite the masses to come see. Don't judge yourself. Don't live by the unrealistic things. Love who you are. You are perfect in your way. Share the video if it's helpful, so that that young woman, that young man who's feeling, oh no, can learn. You know you're beautiful. You know he's beautiful. You know she is beautiful. Send it across. We are all beautiful. Let's do away with the unrealistic life. Let's embrace the real world and love ourselves for who we are.